Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever inaugural UPW Breakdown, baby! It's your boy, Chevy, Chavarria, and
me, Anthony Macaluso, the fan. Just me.
that's it?
That's it.
You're just going with the fan. No, nothing else?
Merely
A-Mac, the fan. And we will soon be the voices of the Undisputed for Max Sports TV at MaxSportsTV.com. Is that right?
That's it.
MaxSportsTV.com, baby, where you can catch all the action live at Undisputed Pro Wrestling, every event that we have so far.
Upcoming show, October 9th, Santa Fe.
October 9th, Santa Fe. What's it called?
Cage Rage, baby.
Cage Rage, baby. And that's what we're doing right now. We are breaking it down match by match. We're going to tell you our predictions. Who's going to be in the match? Who's going to win? What led up to some of these matches? So, let's break it down. Breakdown.
Unbiased.
And Breakdown number one is brought to you by
KGA Radio, baby, 99.5.
Ooh, we're on that a lot, interviewing. Some crazy
We are.
stuff has happened at KGA. Always talking about UPW. Shout out to those guys. Mr. Gardy, appreciate everything you do. But for the first breakdown, who we breaking down, Mr. Macaluso?
We got the player versus Benjamin Rambo.
Okay, what do we know? The player, I want to say, has been on a hot streak, not so much in wins, but has been breaking his stick over people's head left and right. I don't know what kind of name he's trying to make for himself in UPW. All I know is that maybe he has some screw loose. First of all, who wrestles in full hockey gear? But he definitely gives me Jason vibes. Like if Bret the Hitman Hart and Jason Voorhees had a baby that would break sticks over people's faces, it is the player. So I'm excited to see him in the ring and what he's going to do. And lately, every opponent that he has gone down with the stick. Kind of like down with the sickness.
But down with the stick.
But down with the stickness. You know what I'm saying? I just gave you his new shirt, player. Down with the stickness. What do you got?
The fans love him. He is a fan favorite. His stuff is everywhere.
Everywhere.
So
Come to the show. Pick up a hockey mask. Again, I know that's your thing, being unbiased.
I am.
But as right now, I'm jumping into this, and it's just a secret. I can't say a fan because you already stole it. So,
yeah.
So I'm taking off the commissioner helmet, the commissioner hat. Look, I'm not even in the suit. I'm not in dressed nice. I'm just here breaking this down. So as a fan of UPW, I like the player. I'm not sure where his character is going as far as good guy, bad guy. He looks mean and scary. I think he's someone to be reckoned with in the future. But this opponent, Benjamin Rambo, you say, has never set foot in UPW again.
Nope.
Or never set foot yet, I should say. So what do we know about Mr. Benjamin Rambo?
we know very little.
Very little. This is the first time we're seeing him.
He looks good. Looks younger guy. I think prediction for me.
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw it. Is going to be the player. Here's why. That stick.
That stick.
That's
So, Benjamin Rambo, I mean, maybe we're spilling trade secrets here,
Sorry,
but
buddy.
just be ready for the player. Maybe you'll get down with the stickness. Who knows? Yeah, I went there. Breakdown number one, that is the player versus Benjamin Rambo. In the comment section, let us know who your pick is. Who you going for? Who you calling? You said the
I'm
player?
calling the player.
Player, Rambo, you got to show me something. I don't know who you are. I haven't seen the greatness. I'm going to have to go with the player. Again, down with the stickness. And breakdown number two.
That's me.
I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go. Breakdown number two. Who do we got?
We've got Angel Camacho and Luther Curtis. That's bringing to you from our friends at Absolute AC and Plumbing.
Absolute AC and Plumbing.
That match
Shout
is gonna
out.
be hot, buddy.
Thank you so much. That match is going to be so hot. The AC people need to cool it down. I see what you did there. I like this guy and what he's doing. Man, all I know about Camacho, 400 plus pounds. I know he's been tearing up. I believe, don't hold me to this, a lot of Texas, Oklahoma.
Yep.
Is that the right
Yep.
right thing? I've seen this man in the ring before. He is a powerhouse. He is a spectacle. He is something to come see. To see a man that big move the way he moves. Who's he fighting again?
He is going against Luther Curtis.
And we've seen him in UPW at the last show in Santa Fe.
Took a W.
Very, very varsity-like character. Mm-hmm. But does he have what it takes to go up against Camacho?
I don't think so.
That's a lot of weight in that ring. That's a big man that moves
They call him the Puerto Rican Juggernaut for a reason.
The Puerto Rican, nothing stops juggernauts. This is breakdown number 2. I'm going to ask you that who is your pick in this? And I know some of these are newcomers to UPW, so you haven't seen them wrestle. So get online. We're going to tag these guys in this video. Go check them out. We want to know what you think in the comments. What is your call, Mr. Macaluso?
Sorry, Luther. Angel Camacho.
We're going Angel Camacho. I think we've agreed. Two for two.
This is bad.
We're agreeing, and we never agree on anything, so we don't know. Maybe we'll be wrong, but that's what we're doing. So, breakdown number 2. Let us know what you think. Here we go for breakdown number 3, baby. Who we got?
Jay Davis and BLT.
Jay Davis and BLT. Jay Davis. Let's talk about Jay Davis. Jay Davis has been on a tear. I've seen him all over the Houston area. I've seen him wrestle for Loco, I believe for Premier. I think he's tearing up. The first time I ever saw Jay Davis in a ring, my jaw dropped, and I've been following this man ever. The first time he stepped in UPW, it was him versus Chris Carter, which I was like, who are these two guys? I had never seen them before. It wasn't really, I was like, whatever, they're opening the show. I'll be honest, I was like, hurry up, let's get through this so we can get to our normal fighters. They tore it up. I was a changed man. I'm a believer in Jay Davis, even though our last show, I believe he did. He did jump into the ring with the old Blady Bunch. Again, we're going not unbiased here. You're always unbiased.
I will say
on your camp, so I don't have any.
He did jump on KHA last time I was on.
Jay Davis did,
and was talking nice to Johnny Blade.
Was talking nice. So he is in cahoots with Johnny Blade. I don't know how you guys feel about the Blady Bunch, but Jay Davis.
Unbiased. Sorry,
Jay Davis. Definitely, I think lost some points with the crowd. But one of the meanest, toughest, I'd say most talented wrestlers to set foot in UPW. Man, I don't know. And who's his opponent for this night?
BLT.
BLT. Has BLT picked up a win in UPW yet?
I don't believe so.
He's a fan favorite, I can tell you
Everybody
that.
Loves him.
He comes out, the crowd is hyped. My favorite thing about him, he does have an extension cord for a belt sometimes. I love it.
Every time.
I love it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? So, with the Blady Bunch, Johnny Blade Enterprise, unbiased, is backing Jay Davis. I don't know, man. I don't know. What are your call, Mr. Macaluso?
We're about to agree on this again.
Again, 3 in a row.
Jay Davis.
This is bad.
BLT, I love you. I think you're amazing. Jay is he is a force to be reckoned with for sure.
I believe so. I think you know what? I'm gonna disagree with you, and I'm gonna hope this will be BLT's. If I'm wrong, I could be mistaken. First UPW victory in UPW, maybe even to disqualification. I've never seen really anybody in the Blady Bunch finish the match too well. So again, unbiased, no hate on Blade Enterprise, but I'm gonna go with BLT on this one, just for the sake of argument. Jay Davis, I think you're an amazing wrestler, amazing talent. I'm not down with you in the Blady Bunch. I will be biased about that. And I'm going to go with that.
So we can all agree on that, though.
Right.
I think everybody watching this will agree.
Before the show ends, let's bring that back in.
All right.
The what happened at the end of the last show. Well, we'll talk about it when we get to some of the other matches. Just when we thought Blade Enterprise was heading on its way down, it's like what's that dragon, that snake? You cut its head off and 3 more pop up. So last show. Reba McEntire, that's right. That's what I was going to say. Fancy don't let me down. Man, UPW, that crowd it's hot, bro, and they are, I think, full of rage in the cage, if you will, a little cage rage for the growth of Blade Enterprise at the last show, and we'll talk more about that as we go into what number are we? Is this number 4?
Number 4.
Is this number 4? This is breakdown number 4, baby. Who we got?
Chris Lyons, my man, against Afro Man, brought to you by our friends at Mugshots. You know why?
Why?
They keep you hyped with their coffee. This match gonna be hype.
It's gonna be hype, baby. The coffee gets you hype. These two men get you hype. Lyons is on a tear. Lyons beating up little kids in the audience. He's beating up security guards. He's beating up whoever. Afro Man won the belt last show. Let's talk. Break it down. Real quick.
This match is also going to be brought to you by Hawkeye Security.
Hawkeye Security.
Yeah. The main reason is because if anybody's going to stop Lions, Hawkeye Security will.
I don't know what that was. I was excited about Hawkeye Security. Let's break it down. What are your thoughts? Let's back up. Let's tell the story. Let's feel. Say you haven't been following the story. Let my man Anthony Macaluso break it down for you at the UPW breakdown, baby.
All right, here we go. Chris Lyons, Texas City, was suspended in Santa Fe by Bart Harris.
Right.
Bart
Which
Harris.
I just want to say, I was acting commissioner at the time. I caught a lot of flack for that, for not suspending anybody else. I'm not a suspender. I don't suspend people. Continue.
Yeah. Bart Harris, you made this monster. Went into Texas City, had no match, suspended. So Chris Lyons got employed by the Gun Vault of Texas.
Gun Vault, Texas.
He was my guest. Bart Harris, you pushed him again. Jeremy with Hawkeye Security, same thing. Pushed him again. Mr. Chris jumped in that ring, took care of business. I think he was going after you too, partner. You stayed out. You stayed out. You were smart.
I know. I'm with her. For the Armada. You know what I'm saying? For the Armada. I was not going to get in Mr. Lyons. He's an angry man. And
he's not angry. He is not angry.
He took the top security in all of Texas and ran them through the front row. I wasn't going to get in the middle of that.
He was on a mission.
Man on a mission.
You don't get the Armada without being on a mission.
That's true.
Okay?
That is true.
Go back last show.
So this was 2 shows ago.
2 shows ago. Now in Bay Clip, David Dupron is going against Afro Man. Afro Man gets the W over Dupron.
Dupron drops the belt.
Okay? Who comes in, saves the day? My boy Chris Lyons takes him out in less than a minute.
Takes who out?
Takes out Afro Man.
Afro Man.
So
you're telling me Afro Man just winning the belt, then as a true champion, a true warrior of UPW, puts that belt on the line because he ain't scared of anybody. Real champions defend these titles in UPW, and those are the kind of champions that we are looking for. But this time,
didn't hold it.
It didn't work out for him. But I appreciate Afro Man putting that belt up and has instituted, I guess is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, we have our rematch here in Santa Fe on the 9th.
He instituted his rematch clause in Santa Fe, Texas.
I love Afro Man. I think he's great, an amazing wrestler. But my friend, not in Santa Fe. Sorry, buddy. Chris Lyon runs Santa Fe.
Jeez.
I
hate that I'm going to have to agree with you on this one. Again, Afro Man.
Who's stopping him?
I think Afro Man's going to put up a good fight. I'll say that.
It's going to be a great match.
And this is the breakdown. We're breaking it down. I think it's going to be a great match.
It's going to be fast.
If you've ever seen Afro Man in the ring, his agility, his ability to move around those ropes is uncanny with almost anybody else. I mean, he's one of the top cruiserweights in our UPW. Ever set foot in UPW, and I think the fro helps him guide through the ring. You know what I'm saying? I think gives him a little pop, a little pep in his step. But Chris Lyons is on a rampage for the Armada. Free Lions. The man's all over the place. I believe you say he's not motivated by anger. He's motivated by a mission, and that's hard to do.
That belt, baby.
Not
this belt.
Not this belt, but that belt. So now he has something to prove. He finally has some weight around his waist, and I think I'm going to go with Lions as well.
I am too. Thank you, Bart Harris, for creating this monster.
Bart Harris did create this monster.
Thank you,
suspended a man, and now nobody's safe. Nobody is safe.
You know where he's going?
Where's he going?
Going to the top, baby.
He's going to the top. What is that? Number 4. Is that breakdown number
5?
That's number 5. Breakdown number 5. Chris Lyons versus Afro Man, Stevie Hendricks. We want to hear what you think in the comments. Let's get in it. Get down there. Write what you think. Who's going to win? Breakdown number 5, if you can. Let's put what you're talking about. Breakdown number 5 and the people that are wrestling, and then your thoughts. We want to hear from the family at UPW, all the people. Again, we love and we stick and love y'all, and we feel your support. We feel your love in the ring. We know we'd be nothing without the fans. So we're inviting you guys to be a part of this breakdown. We want to hear what you think. So. Okay, so for real, this is breakdown number what, Macaluso?
This is going to be number 5.
Even the last time you said it was number 5, this is the real number 5. We're not great. We're not great at what we do.
First time, guys.
The UPW breakdown. I could cut this out, but I'm not going to. I'm leaving this in, so let's do this. Breakdown number 5, number 2. 5, number 2. Again, who we got?
the match I've been waiting for. This is it. Brought to you by Reliable Roofing. Here we go. Estella Galactica and my
Estella Galactica, that ain't my mama. My mom's name is Estella. It's Estella Galactica! And you can go.
Just Chris Carter.
Just Chris Carter. This match is brought to you by, like you said, Reliable Roofing, because it is going to blow the roof off this place. My prediction, match of the night. Chris Carter has been hot all over the country in local wrestling in Houston. I've seen him down in I forgot the name of the promotion, down in Mission, Texas, I believe. Just all over the place, all over Texas, making a name for himself. GCW, just tearing it up. And every time, let me just tell you, every time I've seen this man in the ring, he's been a showstopper. He's been a human highlight reel. He's just torn it up, man.
I've said it for months. The best right now on the indie scene. I'll say it. This kid moves like no other person. But we can't take away from Galactica.
Chris Carter may be the best in the States, but Galactica goes beyond the States.
He is.
Goes beyond the world.
He's the
goes
universe.
beyond the cosmos. It's Estrella Galactica. He's everybody's favorite superhero. UPW's own Power Ranger, if you will. I've seen him do things that, and my former tag team partner at one point, if you remember. But Estrella Galactica is UPW, has been in the game since day one. I'm going to say, for those who know Estrella, hardest working man in Houston wrestling, I'm giving it to him. Shout out to everything that he does, even beyond just what the fans see. Just an amazing human being in wrestling. I'm going, and I know. This is
We're
disagreeing. I'm going to stay at Galactica just for just being a veteran, man. Knowing every inch of that ring, knowing every inch of the top rope, knowing everything he's ever been through, every match, every opponent. I think he's going to need every single one of those moments to take on the new and upcoming Chris Carter, though. I will say that.
Completely disagree with you. The thing about top rope, Chris doesn't see the top rope.
That's true.
He flies over it. If you like fast-paced matches, by God, this is it.
I think Chris Carter, as if we're bringing down, maybe takes too many chances, and I think I think those chances are going to come and bite him in the butt, and Galactica, being the veteran that he is going to take advantage of one of his slip-ups. That's my vote. Nothing against Chris Carter. I think he's one of the hottest wrestlers in the game right now, up and coming. Again, you've heard all the promotions that he's been, and not just a part of,
a ton of them,
but has been a highlight reel on those promotions. That's just his first time in or second time in. He becomes mainstays and continues to be brought back. So again, nothing against him. Mm-hmm. I just think that the veteran status of Estrella Galactica is going to overcome.
And I believe this is his second time here, correct? In UPW, he was with Aycliffe. Yeah,
I believe so.
And now here
again.
That was right now. This will be the match of the night. I'm sorry.
I'll call match of the night.
Yep.
Call match of the night for Chris Carter. What breakdown did we decide this number was, since you can't count?
We're 5, baby.
Breakdown number 5. We want to hear what you have to say in the comments. Estrella Galactica versus Chris Carter. Let me hear it, baby. Let me feel you. Is this match of the night for you? Are you excited? You should be, because this match will blow the roof off this building, and that's why it's brought to you by
Reliable Roofing.
Reliable Roofing. Can you come be more excited about Reliable Roofing?
I'm excited.
He's excited.
And they've got sheet metal.
Don't
forget that. All right, you ready?
What are we at?
Number 6.
Breakdown number 6, baby. Who we got?
So this is a weird one. First time UPW history, intergender. We've got Mr. Jesse Logan, Miss Nicole Logan, Johnny Blade, and David Dupron.
We got to give Johnny Blade some credit. He's fresh.
I said his name.
I know, but in all the beef
did it not come out?
Even me and Johnny has had in the past, fresh off an appearance at Loco Wrestling, bringing in one of the godfathers of hardcore in Texas, Masada. Johnny Blade is just on fire in the wrestling scene right now. I am going to say people's favorite love-hate relationship. They love to hate him. They love to hate Johnny Blade. If you've ever met Johnny Blade, he just has this instant anger that boils inside you that he puts in people. He's good at what he does. I'll give it to him. Every single client that he's ever held in UPW, fact, has held gold. Almost every single one. Every single one. The entire Blade Enterprise. That's where gold lives, man, in UPW. And
other than our champion right now.
Other than our champion right now. And so, but he was there. He was there when he had it. He won that belt in Blade Enterprise. And you know, I do some talking maybe on my part. You know,
he knew
taking a clear view of his situation, the kind of man he was. Stepped out from Blade Enterprises and maybe
in beautiful Santa Fe, Texas.
In beautiful Santa Fe, Texas. If you remember talking about Jesse Logan, let's back it up. How did this match come about, Mr. Macaluso?
Texas City, Johnny Blade grabbed the camera girl by the back of the head. Camera girl, who's been with UPW for every single show, you see her walking around taking her pictures.
Right.
Comes out with that's Mr. Jesse Logan's wife, Nicole Logan.
That's right.
She commences to slap Johnny Blade in the face. It was a great slap.
Oh, yeah.
Right across the ear. Very next day, I interviewed Johnny at KHEA. Johnny's ears were still ringing. It was a beautiful day for me. So now we're going to Baycliff. Last match that UPW had. Jesse Logan was in the ring. You had the Blady Bunch, Mayhem Mafia, Jay Davis. All of those guys came down to the ring and held Jesse
Again, from a fan perspective, you think Blady Bunch is under. It's training. There's no more. Let's see. They've lost Ransom. He was a part of the Blady Bunch at one time, or Blade Enterprise, we should say. Now Jesse Logan's out, right? At one point, who else have they lost? We got Ransom. We got Jesse Logan. We got Alistair, all leaving Blade Enterprise, leaving him with only David Dupron, and recently joining up Jason Sullivan. Which was more of a money grab at the beginning, and then they formed this weird, should have their own sitcom situation, you know what I mean? So, the whole thing, so now we have Dupron, we have Sullivan, we think Dupron just losing his title, we think that Blade Enterprise is about to be no more, and then last closing moments of Baycliff, Texas, out comes Mayhem Mafia. Out comes Jay Davis. These are giant powerhouse men in independent pro wrestling right now. And now they're a part
of Blade
Enterprises.
He did it.
So you cut off the mythical snake's head and it grows back stronger? This is insane to me. So, you can finish your story.
So yeah, I'm back.
You're back. Sorry,
got heated.
Yeah.
So Jesse's in the ring. Nicole's in the ring. They're holding Nicole down as they're just waylaying on Jesse, making him watch, or making her watch them demolish her husband, ultimately. They put out a challenge, baby. She accepted it. Nicole has been training for 15 plus years.
But that's not where that story ends.
No.
That story, I believe, ends with David Dupron holding, again, a woman into a full-on DDT in the middle of that ring, right on the top of her skull.
Yeah.
Leaving her laid to waste.
I forgot the biggest part.
You forgot the biggest part. Why do we even have this guy?
I'm just a fan.
He's just a fan.
I was here getting the haircut.
He's a bias.
There's been a lot of heat on David.
So then, if you really want to follow the story, go to David Dupron's page, Super Dupron, and listen to the promos that this guy's cutting about this. Not telling women they don't belong in wrestling. They don't belong there. They need to be in the kitchen making sandwiches. Somebody, I think one of the comments mentioned a hardcore match, and he said, why should we just bring kitchen utensils? Dupron has caught a lot of heat on the interwebs for his view of women's wrestling, and now in Santa Fe, Texas, he will go face to face with the woman he dropped on his skull. First ever intergender match, like you said, Johnny Blade, David Dupron, Jesse Logan, and his wife Nicole, who has been training but hasn't been in the ring in, 15 years, she said? Or
no, she's been training for
15 years, yeah. But hasn't been in the ring in, at least 8 years, I believe I read the other day. Now, I have heard back in her wrestling days, 8 years ago, that she was somebody to be reckoned with. So, will she have enough muscle memory? Will she have enough training? Will she have enough to get in the ring with these guys? Breakdown number 6. What do you got? That's Johnny Blade, David Dupron versus Jesse Logan and his wife, Nicole.
Jesse and Nicole's taking it.
Jesse Jesse, there's no belts up for grabs.
Nope.
This is all respect. This is all honor. This is all what UPW is all about. I just think with the powerhouse of Blade Enterprise right now, I feel that there will be a help from the outside.
If we can do anything, Bart Harris, keep them out of the off the ring. That's it. Keep Blade Enterprise in the back.
We should have done a lumberjack match.
Ooh,
that'd have been good, but we're not there. This is all whatever.
If we weren't fans, we could put that.
Yeah, I'm involved somewhere in there.
I'm not.
You know,
could you talk to the commissioner?
I will talk to the commissioner.
All right.
I'll put on my suit and take off my hat.
Hawkeye Security will keep this thing in line. I guarantee.
Okay, that just changed the game. If Hawkeye Security is involved in this match, I believe in Hawkeye Security. It's the best security in all of Texas.
And we're lucky enough to have him.
You know how many robberies don't happen because of Hawkeye Security?
All of them.
All of them. That's right. So if they're involved, they keep Blade Enterprise out of the ring. You know, I think Jesse and Nicole do have a great chance.
Yep.
I just don't see. I don't think it's a numbers game at this point. I just don't see the numbers on their side. So I am going to go with Dupron and Blade going over in this match, but not that I want that to happen.
The friendship we didn't have is gone.
Not that I want that to happen, but I just see that going down. But I believe in Jesse. I think they're going to put up a heck of a fight, and I want to see Nicole just seriously drop Dupron, drop Johnny Blade. I think it's going to be awesome. And let me tell you, side note, I think Jesse Logan has the best entrance music in all the game right now. His entrance music just gets me pumped. It makes me just, I don't know, want to walk to a ring with him. Like, I mean, it is what it is. Like, I love it. You know what I mean? So, good stuff. That's breakdown number 6. Unfortunately, I am going Blade Enterprise. So you got Jesse and Nicole on this side.
Buddy.
Again, what are we doing? What are we doing? We're getting in the comments. You're telling us what you think. That's what we're going with, man.
I think we're at 6, guys.
That's where we're going 6. That's it. We're going breakdown number 7, co-main event, first time ever in UPW history. We are having a steel cage match, baby! Go.
He's so loud. All right.
I am.
This is going to be brought to you by E.T. Lockout. You know why?
E.T. Why?
Only person getting them out.
The only person getting them out, Mr. Jordan Porte. Did I say his last name right?
Sure.
That's how you say it. I don't know how to say it. But Mr. Jordan, E.T. Lockout, shout out to E.T. Lockout, one of our fabulous sponsors. Again, we know these matches would not be happening without you guys. Cage match in Santa Fe, Texas. Cage Rage, baby, but not the original Rage. The first Rage was
against the machine.
Was against the machine?
Yeah.
Was Mr. Nate Slater, who let's break down. Let's talk about the main event of the last Santa Fe show that we had.
All right. So three-way dance.
Three-way dance.
There's
3-on-3. That's not three-way dance.
3-on-3.
3-on-3
with
3-on-3.
A barber. The only retired, undefeated UPW wrestler.
Right. Only person in history of Undisputed Pro Wrestling to ever retire undefeated.
It's true.
Your boy. It's your boy, Chevy Chavarria. Continue.
Thank you.
I'm in the ring. I'm in the ring.
You're in the ring.
My crew is nowhere to be found.
Nope.
Nowhere to be found. This monster
I thought that
maniac.
Was it. What are we doing?
I know. No, I'm sorry. Go
Nate
ahead.
Slater drives
We got to back it up. This monster, this maniac, this lunatic, Jason Sullivan, the worst one you want to reckon with in UPW. Probably the biggest monster, the most psychotic, the most just evil, unheartful, if that's even a word, no love for anybody but himself, has me by the throat, on my knees. I'm an untrained wrestler. He does not have one care in the world about that. I stepped into his world, and he wants to make me pay. Right there. Pick up.
I actually liked him at that point. But we're back. Nate Slater drives into Santa Fe Fire Department with his car. His wife is in the passenger seat. Jason Sullivan comes down, puts his hands on his wife.
I understand. At that point, I'm chopped liver because Nate Slater's there.
The match, nobody's watching you.
I agree. He's the silverback.
Yeah.
I was watching the silverback.
I was watching him.
Me and Nate Slater had actually kind of put that thing together behind the scenes. I knew at some point
he was going to save your life.
I would need the silverback. There was no way that I was doing anything without the silverback. I got the silverback. He's a good friend of mine, and I just appreciate him being there and saving my life. I'll be forever in his debt.
Yep. So, long story short, Mr. Slater, Jason Sullivan can't stand each other.
Right.
And their days are coming. They were scheduled for Santa Fe October 9th.
I felt like I was watching Godzilla vs. Kong there live. They just went like animals, just went at each other.
You were in the ring, so you shouldn't have been watching.
Well,
Either way, you did win.
I did. They're retired, undefeated.
Nate Slater, unfortunately, had an incident, broke his hand, so he will not be here October 9th.
Yeah.
But I
Card always subject to change. That's the one thing about UPW.
Says it on the
we
bottom.
have warriors. We have warriors always going to war. You never know what's going to happen in this crazy life between COVID, injuries, whatever. Card subject to change. Jason Sullivan would have been left alone in this Cage Rage.
Nate's
brought
friend.
to you by E.T. Lockouts.
Nate's friend, Kid Ransom, stepped up.
In the comment section, I'm following this thing.
Out of nowhere, on Johnny's post.
Ransom says, "Hey, I ain't got nothing to do that night."
Let's do it.
If
cowboyed up is what he
here's
likes
the
to
thing
say.
here's the thing about Kid Ransom. You know, a lot of these the behind the scene, behind the curtain word is gimmick. A lot of these guys have these whatever, but Ransom is what you see is what you get. He is a hoss. He is a cowboy. He is a rough and tough fighter. If he's not fighting in that ring, he's probably fighting in bars. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just who Kid Ransom is. He's no nonsense. You're not going to say anything. You're not going to be disrespectful. He's going to put you where it goes. And that's what I like about him. So out of nowhere, he kind of put himself in one of the most dangerous situations we've ever seen in UPW with Jason Sullivan being on the other end of that situation. Because like I said, a cage is the last place in the world I don't want to be with Jason Sullivan.
Yep.
But Ransom has stepped up, and I think in out of honor and respect for
Nate.
for Nate Slater, which is I believe the longest reigning UPW heavyweight champion. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. My money, I'm going to go with Kid Ransom. I'm going to go with Mr. Ransom as a friend, as a former tag team partner, as just knowing the heart of real champions. My vote, my breakdown, Kid Ransom. What do you got, Mr. Macaluso?
We all know my hatred, my unbiased hatred.
Unbiased. Hashtag unbiased.
Towards the Blady Bunch.
Yes.
I have watched so much of Jason Sullivan. The man's
He's a maniac.
all over the world.
He's a maniac. All over the world.
And we all know I love Kid Ransom.
And not just fought, but has left his own blood and other people's blood all over the world. I'll give him that.
And he scares the crap out of me.
Bro, I've been face to face with him.
I'm sorry.
I know.
And this ain't why I'm doing this.
Uh-huh.
I'm taking Sully. I am taking
Oh,
Jason Sullivan.
okay. You got Sully. I got Mr. Ransom.
Oh.
Either way, it's going to be in old JR words. A slobber knocker. It's going to be a slobber knocker in the cage. My biggest question is, do we have cages that are able to hold these hosses and that much anger and sinisterness going on in this ring?
That is the co-main event.
Co-main event.
So that means somebody else is getting back in that cage.
Right. So there's another cage match after this one.
So
I'm going to say that I'm not even sure that cage is going to be standing by the time our co-main event comes in.
I'm thinking Hawkeye Security is going to have to hold that cage up.
Right. Hawkeye.
Next match.
Best security in all of Texas. That's it. What number were we on that one?
We're at the main event.
We're at the co-main event breakdown. Jason Sullivan versus Kid Ransom. You know what to do. Put it in the comments. Let's hear your thoughts. I'm going with Ransom. He has Sullivan. Will the cage even survive this match, this battle between hosses, these giant men, some of the toughest men to ever step foot in UPW? You got to be there to find out. Let us know what you're thinking in the comments. We're about to break down our other co-main event. It's going to get wild. And we've been on the journey. And now we're here to I say co-main event. He says main event. Either way, if this ring is still standing after Jason Sullivan and Kid Ransom, this is number 8, the breakdown. Who do we have? Mr. Macaluso.
We have LMC and your current champions, Mayhem Mafia.
Mayhem Mafia.
Johnny Blade.
Let's break that down. Mafia has joined Blade Enterprises. Again, numbers are in their advantage. LMC, who, I don't even know what to say about these guys.
I used to like them.
Both these guys both these two teams, every time they've set foot in the ring, has been explosive, has been dynamic, has been some of the best matches. If we had a UPW highlight DVD, even though nobody watches DVDs anymore, every single one of these matches will be on the highlight reel.
They've done one-on-ones, and they kill each other.
Yes.
They fought for Law last week and killed each other.
Again, that's Live Action Wrestling. Shout out to Live Action Wrestling. Brought to you by the sinister mind, again, of Jason Sullivan. However we feel about him personally, one of the best minds in the wrestling business today. So we'll give you that, Mr. Sullivan. He brings out Live Action Wrestling. Even though Matt Locke is a part of Mayhem Mafia, who I saw fought Miranda Elise, did I say that right?
Yes.
Miranda Elise. She picked up a child and smacked him with it. And then somebody in the comments was like, the only right thing to do is to throw a fan at her. And I thought that was just a beautiful...
Don't put it past Matt.
No,
Matt
no.
is insane.
Some of the craziest...
Smasher also is insane.
I've never seen...
Those two together...
I've never seen anybody come out and within seconds, get as much heat as those guys have ever gotten. The crowd they're heat seekers. The crowd automatically hates them. They rile something up. They bring this energy in the ring. LMC, man, we weren't even, they came on the scene and almost stole people's hearts. I think, I'm not even sure where they stand as far as good guys, bad guys, and I don't think either one of these guys care. They're wrestlers. They are warriors. They are leaving it all in the middle of that ring for the UPW family, which is you guys. I don't even know what I have to say on this one. Right now, the current belt holders are Mayhem Mafia. Who do you have for this match, Mr. Macaluso?
It's a tough one. Who you got? Let's go to you
Brother,
first. I'm always first.
I'm going to play my one undecided card. I'm going to go match of the night. Even though we've matched of the night already. I'm going to go.
It's going to be.
I'm going to match of the night. I'm going to go match of the night again. Can take it away from our first match of the night. I mean, it's going to be crazy. Like I'm going to throw my undecided card. I don't have an answer for this. I don't have an answer because it can go either way because both these matches are so high caliber in the middle of this ring. It can go either way. I'm gonna every show I'm gonna have one card where we can go and decide. And this is gonna be my card I'm gonna play.
Okay. I'm going LMC.
LMC.
Boys are hungry. They want that belt back.
They've tasted gold. You're saying.
Yep. They want it
and
back.
They're gonna fight for everything they have to get it back.
Yep.
That's it. But the crazy thing is, we didn't mention this enough. This is in a cage. There's no way out. We're putting these two crazy tag teams, some of the roughest, toughest tag teams to set foot in UPW, and we're throwing them in the middle of the cage. We're locking the door behind now. ET Lockouts, shout out. But this match is brought to you by the Riot Barber Studio. The Riot Barber Studio is bringing this match. Riot Barber Studio is bringing this match. It's the main event.
The Gun Vault's got you guys. You need protection? Come to the Gun Vault.
I don't need protection because you're going to be looking so good holding those belts up. This match is brought to you, our main event in the cage for the Tag Team Championship of UPW is brought to you by We Can do it. The Gun Vault, Texas, and Riot Barber Studio, where we are filming this UPW breakdown. We're breaking it down. This show, totally, that match will go Riot Barber Studio. It's going to be so hot, and I guess we'll throw in the Gun Vault too. But this entire show is brought to you by Read 'em Off.
You ready?
I'm ready.
We can't forget the Gun Vault of Texas bringing you the main event. You've got Reliable Roofing and Sheet Metal. You've got Santa Fe Soap Factory. You've got my favorite, because I use them. I've used them for years. Santa Fe Water Services. You've got our friends at Signfly. You've got Jordan with ET Lockout.
Cage matches, baby. Cage matches.
Cage match. You've got Mugshots Coffee.
Keep it hype. Keeping it hype.
For our boy Chris. You've got Legacy Collision. KHA.
Just fixing what everybody destroys.
KHEA Radio. And then you've got our friends over at Third Coast Roller Derby, baby!
I love them.
English
I love them.
My second language, boys and girls. You got, who else we got, man? We got so many good sponsors. Affordable Air and Plumbing. And then I don't think I missed anybody.
And you can catch our voices.
I didn't miss anybody.
Over you forgot Max Sports TV.
I forgot Max Sports TV.
Max Sports TV, where we are currently filming live from Santa Fe, Texas, not currently, but the day of.
I forgot the
where
right
you will hear
Barber
these
Studio.
two lovely voices on commentary. And it's funny you forgot Riot Barber Studio because they're bringing you the main event, baby! The main event. We want to shout out to y'all, UPW family. We stinking love you. We'd be nothing without you. Thank you guys so much for letting us do what you do.
October 9th, 7 p.m. Santa Fe Fire Department. Trust me, you do not want to miss it.
You do not want to miss it. It is the Cage Rage, baby. First time ever we're putting up a cage up in UPW, and the cage is a minuscule thing compared to the hype of the matches that we have for you. So before the cage, after the cage, it'll be pure mayhem, mafia, maybe. You see what I did there?
I did.
We are out. It's your boy Chevy Chavarria and
Anthony Macaluso.
The Fan. We're out. This is UPW Breakdown, where we broke it down for you. Get in the comments. Let us know what you think. We're out.